Hello everybody, JT here. In this video, I would talk a little bit about stock and fixture. If you are a long-time user of Gibbscam, you probably know this well already. But for those who are new to Gibbscam, this may be useful for you. Alright, so let's get to the video. First, in Gibbscam, as far as I know, I don't think you will be able to create stock automatically. So in Gibbscam, basically, every time if I create a raw stock, I have to draw geometry of that, whatever the stock that I cut with, and then I will draw and I make just a piece of 3D model represent a stock that you just cut. So let's say, for example, for this part here, let's see. Okay, let's try this so you can see easy, because in this is like a surface, and let's do this, and then I will show you how you can align this part with the vice too. So yeah, there's something that you may or may not know, but let's do this for easy to create stock, and then we can move around. Alright, so let's do singular visible. When you go in here, you will see the size of your part. So this is your part, right? So you will base on this number to create your stock. Let's say you cut a material of 250.25 extra every for both sides, not for every side but for both sides, right? So a quarter inch extra for the part. And let's see what the Z 2.14. So let's do a 2. Okay, let's first create a geometry first. All right, so after you create a geometry, right, and then you can use this geometry to create another model, 2.25, probably a little bit more. Let's do both. So let's say you have a standard stock, so let's do 2.5. All right, so that's how I create stock in Gibbscam. A little bit of work, but it's not a whole lot, so it's fairly fast and easy, right? Okay, let's see, that should be it. Okay, so now you have stock. Since I have a fixture in here, and this is for the Akuma, so usually it's set up like this. Right, this file is small, but anything will be the same. So I would not, use this file for this big part, but let's pretend, whatever you need to do here. So the next one is align this stock to this file setup. Okay, so I want to put my bottom of stock in here. Basically, you do this and you go into solid alignment. You hit there and it go up, so only this part. Okay, so if the part I want it above my stock, Okay. And now, since it will be right on there, I want to move it a little bit up because I don't want to cut right on my vise, so I move 50,000 up. Okay. Now this one the same thing. This is where it's gonna hold. Okay. Let's just delete this one for now so you can see easily. Alright, so after you align your stock to the vise, that's how it's gonna look, right? In the machine. There you go. Okay. So the next one is here in this body type. So there is a few function in here. Let's talk about part. So that means the part that you are going to make, right? This is your real part, right? And then the next one is fixture. So as you can see here, one of these is my fixture. Let's turn back to part so you can see it will change the color, right? So since this is my vise, right? So I want this too is my fixture. Technically, this one too will be my fixture. Okay. Okay. And the next one is okay, stock. Okay, so if stock, that means this is my stock. I will name this as stock. So I can see it easy. Just click on it and then you just rename it. Right. So since this is my stock, I wanted to turn it to stock. Okay, it will change the color. This one doesn't let me. Okay. At the time then. Okay. So now you can see it will show you different color. I think you can set up to different color you want, but I always use default of Gibbscam, so I don't really bother to change it. Okay, there is two more options in here that you can see: display only, fixture display, and stock display. So these two options here, when you want just to display, right? It means that it can be gouged. Okay, so it can be cut into your fixture if you just select it at the display only. Okay, it basically it just show you so you have a visualize of whatever in your machine is. If you I use it all the time actually, right? I use this one all the time because when I make the program, I know that I'm not gonna cut into my stock. So I just use this and I don't usually use it unless there's something on the way and I want to avoid it. Okay. But for now, just let you this and then I will show you some program. You will see why I use and why when I use and when I don't need to use it. All right, so let's see what next here. Okay, going to document control. There's a tab in here that you. Okay, so when you create a toolpath, you want this clearance here is mean it will stay away about this much from your fixture, right? Okay, so you may need to put something in here if you use it as a fixture. Okay, if you use a fixture display, I don't think it matter because it's just a display only. But usually I put 20 to 50,000 in here, so you can when you make the program, it will avoid it will not cut into your fixture. So let me show you why. All right. Okay, so let's say I have a part like this. It sits above this file surface about 50,000, right? So let's create something here. Okay, whatever this is, half in diameter, excuse me. Alright, so let's just make the toolpath. Just contour, easy, fit and speed cut to 0, okay. Uh, let's see, what is it up here? Yeah, good enough, okay. So let's do all the way to here. And then I will add, since we have a 50,000, so 20,000. So it basically, my toolpath is gonna be 30,000 above this surface, right? Okay, so as you can see, the toolpath, it will be clear and it will cut. Let's render it. There you go. This one, because there you go. Because I have not, if I do this, I have to face off or rough before this. This is just a finished pass, and I want just to demo for you so you can see, right? So it cut, and you can see it about 30,000 above this vice surface. Okay. So what if we do 20,000 below that surface? You will see why. So I pick this at my bottom Z, right? And then minus, let's say 20,000, okay? And then just redo it. So as you can see, it's not gonna touch your fixture because it will stay away, I guess, about 20,000, right? Right here, because we set this at the fixture, not fixture display, so it will not, so it basically, it avoid your fixture and it's not gonna cut into your vise, right? So this is very helpful. Let's say if you have a plate, you have some bolt, clamp somewhere around here, and you set those bolt at the fixture, and then when you make the toolpath, it will avoid that fixture. It will not cut that fixture to whatever you decide to put in here. Okay, if you know exactly, and then you can tie this one up to 2050. But if you are not, you just like eyeball it, you may need to put this one like 0.1 or something. Let's try 0.1. Okay, let's see if this one is gonna stay away even furthermore. Yes. Okay, you can see it stay even further away from it. Okay, so let's turn this to fixture display, and then you will see fixture display, picture display. Okay, let's just turn all of it. Okay, and then just redo this, and then you will see. That. Let me see. It should still cut. Body time, fixture display. Picture display. should already be there, so it should not, it should cut through it. There you go. Maybe something that when I select with not the whole, uh, whole part like this, get this a face select, and then this is, select the whole thing, so it doesn't it. But whatever I mean here is that you can see it will cut into your vise, right? So that what it mean between the stock, I mean between the fixture and the fixture display, what that mean is you can see it. If you just select the display, it just display for you. But if you know this is your fixture, then you should set it at fixture. So it, just in case you have a toolpath go below your part or go, below your fixture, it will be avoided. Okay. All right, so that what it is. Next is stock, right? And you can see I select this at stock. Then I will show you why. Okay, let's see here. Stock. Okay, this will be a good example here using 3D volume mill. Okay. Speed feed, whatever it is, I don't really care much. But here is the option you use. So you have ignore stock. That means it will ignore. Let's try this and see. This one will be 6.5. Okay, and then you will see why it is. Let's do it and see. You can see when you rub a part out like this, and if you just ignore stock, which means it will plunge into your stock, therefore it's not good, right? Cavity only, so this is more like for a old roughing, which is probably this one I can use. Let's try this. I have never used cavity before. Let's see what it does. Doesn't do anything. All right. So this usually these two options that I use here, if I do a rough out a part like this using volume mill. Okay, so the next one is use stock, and as you know, this is I set a stock here, so we can check 6.6. Okay, so that's stock. Okay, and I want to rough here 20,000 above it. Okay, having doubt. Okay, material only. I think need to check this. Let's try this and see. Cut on the material remaining. Okay, so I don't need to check on this, but oh, so I forgot. Maybe I can show you this too. You can see all the note around when I move the mouse around. If you want this one show up, you just hit Control B, okay, and then it will show up. If you want to turn it off, hit another one, Control B, it will turn off. This will be helpful when you want to see something, and it will pop up info for you to see it. Okay, let's do this and redo. Okay, and you can see it will rough all the way down to here, and it stay above it. Okay, so that's how or when you need to use this at a stock. Okay, so let's deactivate this, just this, so you when I render you can see it. Okay, see? Okay, again, let's see if I want to turn this the fixture and I go deep like 60. I want to go all the way down here. Redo it. It should stay away from it, as you can see. Right, so Toolpath above it, and then if it goes all the way down here, it stay away from your fixture. And render. So you can see, but sometimes this is not good because you don't remove all of this material out for the finish. Actually, pretty close. Okay. All right, so this is helpful, right? When you want to clear all this out, all the material out. Over here, you can see, well, this is, I left it at a stock display. It will cut off the top of the vise. All right. Okay, so let's see what else I need to show you. Okay, let's do a finish pass on here. Disable this one to deactivate it. Okay. Let's say if I want to make your Toolpath to finish, but I want to render just this part. It basically, what I mean, it basically you rub everything out, right? You say my finish and this Toolpath come in just to finish it. But you turn this to display or just stock so you can see it, what it cut, like exactly to what your part is. So if in this case, let's see, let's do just a quick servicing. Just want to show you. Okay, right now, let's do a finish cut. Okay. Let's just do this part only. See what it does here. Step over. High it down a little bit because it's a finish, right? Ooh, that's probably take a long time. Okay, so let's say you rub everything out semi-finished and this is your finished Toolpath and you want it cut exactly to your part. If when that's the case, you need to turn this one to stock or to display, okay? And of course, you need to turn this one back to part because you just want to see this only, okay? When you select your part at the stop, and then you just do that, you will see it cut like this, which means good, right? You see yellow, what's it, blue, okay? That means you cut your part good, not gonna gouge to anything. But what I mean is, when you do this, you can see how it cut your part to exactly, the model. I think it's probably a long video already, but hopefully you can watch until now so you can see all the options that I just showed you. This probably pretty good for people new to Gibbscam, and you can see it how I do in daily basic of programming. Well, hopefully you guys like it. You watch until now. If you do, thank you for that. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so future video come out, you will see it. And I mean, I don't know what you guys want. So if you need something, you want to see me doing something, just comment, and then comment in my video or comment on the info there, and then I will try to make a video for you. So well, goodbye for now and see you guys next time.